Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. In the previous lesson, we learnt about the wisdom behind God making or swearing oaths in the Holy Quran. As usual, the link to the previous video as well as the book under study, The Philosophy of the Teachings of Islam, is given in the description below. In the last few episodes of this series, we will be delving deeper into the sources of knowledge as described by the Holy Quran. So let's get started.
اسمعوا صوت السماء جاء المسيح
Generally speaking, the Holy Quran describes that there are three sources of knowledge. First, knowledge by way of certainty of inference. Second, knowledge by way of certainty of sight. And third, knowledge by way of certainty of experience. We've broadly explored these concepts in the past, which His Holiness reminds us of in the following words. As we have already explained, knowledge by certainty of inference is that a thing should be known not directly, but through something through which it can be inferred, as by observing smoke we infer the existence of fire. We do not see the fire, but see the smoke, and because of it we believe in the existence of the fire. Then if we see the fire, this, according to the Holy Quran, would be certainty by sight. If we were to enter into the fire, our knowledge would have the quality of certainty by experience. We have set out all this already, and we refer our listeners and readers to that exposition. The source for the first type of knowledge, which is knowledge by certainty of inference, is reasoning, rationale, and information. This can be achieved through mere reflection and observation, or even through word of mouth and hearing. For example, there are many places in the world that one only hears of, but believes that they exist due to the many narrations one receives. The promised Messiah ﷺ adds in this regard, "The books of the prophets are also a source of knowledge through hearing, provided there should be no contradiction in the account that is heard. But if a book claims to be revealed, and there are 50 or 60 versions of it, some of which contradict others, then even if a party might have held that only 2 or 3 or 4 of them were accurate, and that the rest were spurious or fabricated, this would be no kind of proof which could be made the basis of any sure knowledge. All those books would be rejected as unreliable on account of their contradiction, and could not be held to be a source of knowledge. For knowledge is only that which bestows a sure understanding, and a collection of contradictions can bestow no certain understanding." Now, according to the Holy Quran, God Almighty does not expect us to accept anything which is beyond our intellectual capacity and reasoning. As such, the Holy Quran only furnishes teachings which are timeless and are according to the human psyche, and also provides well-reasoned arguments in support of this. This is because intellectual arguments which have a sound basis undoubtedly lead a person to the certainty of knowledge by inference. The promised Messiah ﷺ, paraphrasing chapter 3 verse 191 to 192 of the Holy Quran in this regard, states, "That is, when wise and sensible persons reflect on the structure of the earth and the heavenly bodies, and ponder over the alternation of the day and the night, they discover therein reasons in support of the existence of God. Thereupon they seek divine help for greater enlightenment, and they remember God standing and sitting and lying on their sides, whereby their intellects are sharpened, and their pondering over the structure of the earth and the heavenly bodies impels them to affirm that this firm and orderly system could not have been created in vain, but is a manifestation of divine attributes. Thus, confessing the Godhead of the Creator of the universe, they supplicate, 'Lord, Thou art holy above being denied and being attributed imperfect qualities. Safeguard us, therefore, against the fire of hell, meaning that a denial of God is very hell itself, and that all comfort and delight proceed from Him and from His recognition. He who is deprived of the recognition of God abides in hell in this very life. Bringing us to the end of today's lesson. In the next video, we will be taking a deeper look at the second source of knowledge described by the Holy Quran. As usual, the link to the previous video as well as the book under study, The Philosophy of the Teachings of Islam, is given in the description below. Make sure to click on the bell icon so you can be notified of future episodes, and please do subscribe, like and share this video so that we can enable as many people as possible to benefit from the treasures of knowledge left behind by the promised Messiah alayhi salatu wasalam. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.